Well, I spent the afternoon at the firehouse with the firefighters who rescued Juliet, and now I am at Bedford Street Antiques, and I am about to head in and see what I can find that I can flip for a profit. We were here not that long ago, so I'm not sure how much new treasures there will be to find, but there's always bunches of treasures here, and there's always little nooks and crannies to explore, so I'm excited, and we're gonna head in and see what we can find. Here we go. Alright, so there's a few things that I want to check out here in this case. I was going to say this turtle, but he looks to be a bottle or a wine opener. You can see his little tush. He's got a little tail coming out of his tush that opens corks. I also like that micro mosaic back there, that mandolin, if you could see that. I've bought and sold those in the past. And the ones that I've sold in the past have been newer and more modern. That one back there looks to be vintage and looks to have some age. So I definitely want to get a closer look at that. And then I'm going to bring you up here. Got some pins and some whatnot back there. Now I do believe that this is Paul's stuff because the tags are marked PS. And that is usually Paul's tags. I'm trying to see what else we've got here. Oh, that peacock. That's the other item. That peacock back there. I want to know the price on that peacock because I'm kind of digging it. So, all right. So this is 18, and I think I'm going to get this. Definitely going to buy that one. And then there was another one here. I'll hand it to you. I guess you have to take that up there. I do like the peacock. There are no markings on it. But I will take the peacock as well, I think. I spotted this mocha-ware mug back here. Definitely got my attention. But they've got it for $450, but it's absolutely stunning. Andrew recently purchased a large mocha-ware mug at auction, and a little bit larger than that, but I absolutely love that piece back there. That's fantastic. Looks like they've got their Easter stuff out in this booth. Alright, down here we have a hand dish. Looks like it could be Atterbury, but it could also be Westmoreland. I have the Atterbury version, but I'll look it over and see if there's a patent date. I think this is likely the Westmoreland version. But I think she's supposed to have a little gemstone there in her ring. I do like it because it's got a bird on it. So I had to check this out. We actually purchased a shell light at auction recently, and it was in with a bunch of other flamingos, so I was curious to see what they had theirs priced for, and it looks to be about 45 bucks. So now I have a better idea of what we should price ours at, or what I can expect to get out of ours, because obviously we start everything at $4. These two have been catching my attention every time I walk by here. They're $37.50, and it is 20% off. And I think that today is the day. I'm just gonna do it. Today's the day. 2 flat boxes of tomato dishes. What? Tomatoes are pumpkins. Last year we got a bunch of this. It looks like these are marked Japan. The ones we got were Royal Beirut, and we sold them around Halloween time because they could double for pumpkins. I mean, tomatoes, pumpkins. I feel like they could be pumpkins, and I feel like if you market them right and hold on to them in time for Halloween or fall time, it could be to your advantage. So there are actually 2 flats for $45, and I'm willing to pay $45 to hold on to these until Halloween, especially this teapot. That's fantastic. I just gotta see what else is here. It looks like we've got the sugar, and it looks like, or the creamer, what am I saying? And it looks like we've got the sugar bowl here. So this alone is probably worth $45 and up. We've got all the salt and pepper shakers, and we've got some plates even. I mean, the plates aren't as great, but I think we'll take the whole thing for $45. Well, I thought that the bottom was just the plates, but it looks like we've actually got the little holders for the salt and pepper shakers. We've got a few cups here, but unfortunately you can see there is chipping on them. There's tumbler cups though. It's a nice little set. Alright, well I brought that up front, and now I have moved on to this beautiful slag glass Tulip Light. Actually, this is one of the first things that I ever sold, was a slag glass Tulip Light. I was inspired by my father, who brought one home from a church yard sale. Someone had left it, they didn't want it, and he told me I can get $75 on eBay for that. And I was like, what? He paid $5 for it, flipped it for $75 on eBay, and that was it. That's all I needed. That was my inspiration. But it is a slag glass tulip shade. It is $25, which is a great deal, but it's not something that I want to mess around shipping. And I'm not really a fan of taking something from one antique mall booth and putting it into my antique mall booth. I usually don't do that, so I'm not going to do that. Got an enormous food dog staring us down as we walk into this booth. Oh goodness, we were just in here the other day, but it looks like they've added some new treasures just in a few days, or they've rearranged, one or the other. This is a beautiful jewelry box, Chinese metal corners. I love the detailing on this. I mean, it's not as fantastic as my lacquer jewelry box, but it's still pretty nice. Got a tramp art box back there. I'm still in love with that lamp back there, but I just can't do it. And look at that floor light. Oh wow, look at that. That footed pedestal. Oh, all it needs is a jarnier. That vase in there is just absolutely beautiful. I love the pink and that iridescent. Ooh, it's $140. I would, you know, if there was any discount at all, I would totally be tempted on that. I just think it's stunning. And this bowl here in this booth, it's $12.50. Looks like the booth is also 30% off. And it is signed there. You can see the signature. David something. I can't really make out the last name, but I like the fact that it's signed, and for $12.50, I'm willing to find out what the signature is later. So I will grab this and we'll figure it out later. Alright, so I did go back for the pink vase. I looked up comps on that, and it looks like they sell for pretty good, like upwards of $400. So I was comfortable spending $140 on that, knowing that I could at least double my money. Yeah, so that was, I feel confident in that decision. But we're gonna head upstairs now and see what they have. Here we go. It's like the hens on nests are multiplying. I bought one and now there's 3 more. And they're actually $10 a piece. I feel like that's a really good price for them. I'm going to pass on them, not because I can't make a profit, but because I've been inundated with hens on nests, and I don't really want any more this moment. I'm going to pass up on this sourcing opportunity and leave them for someone else. So I did notice this up here. This is $12. That's a nice divided dish. But no, I'm going to pass on that as well. Being a little picky today. We've got a lot of stuff coming in. And so I'm being a little bit picky, but not too picky. I just bought a $140 vase. This Majolica plate back here is absolutely gorgeous. And I feel like I've looked at this before. It unfortunately has a giant crack. But it's just so stunning. Such a shame it's got that crack. This booth always has nice things. Unfortunately, they're always just a smidge outside my reseller's price range. They're more collector's prices, but we've got some beautiful Murano here. I love this piece. I admire it every time I walk by. It is 25% off, but I'm just at that moment that I'm not really comfortable with that price. These little lamps kind of look like Mackenzie Childs, but I don't think they are. I've got some Urfila art pottery. Are they Czechoslovakia? They are. Urfila is an import company. So Urfila imported into Philadelphia, Czechoslovakia. We actually sold a ton of this right when the quarantine hit last year. Andrew is obsessed with ice cream scoops. He's determined to find a heart-shaped ice cream scoop because apparently they are worth a good bit of money. I do like this Moon and Stars. 35. I mean, that's not a bad price for it. I just don't have enough room for resale. But yeah, they've got some good stuff in here. I feel like I have to get down and look way down underneath. That looks like it's super heavy, but that back there, I like that. I kind of like that a lot, and I don't think I have any chance of reaching it. What is the price on that? $15 redware covered terrain. What? Can you guys even see it? I like that. That's pretty. Is that Turkish? I can't remember what country this is from. Reminds me of Turkish pottery. I'm not positive about that. Let's see if we can sneak it out of here without hurting anything. Oh, see? There we go. So unfortunately, since we calculate shipping, the calculated shipping is probably going to be a little bit higher on it. But since I'm only spending $15, and it's so pretty, I think I'd be willing to do that. So I've noticed that Paul has some new quilts up here, but I'm also noticing that there is like fire damage, which is crazy. Red, green, white cutter quilt. It's definitely a cutter quilt. He's got 19 on it. Wow. Isn't it fire? Wow, that just jumped off of there. This is what I get for trying to do this one-handed. Let's sit there. You know what? That doesn't even want to sit there. We're going to have to find another spot for that. But I did want to check out this quilt. I mean, I love the pattern. I'm going to have to do a sniff test to see if it smells heavily of smoke, because it does have that damage. But look at that pattern on there. And there are sections that could be saved. But let me do a sniff test. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm gonna regret this. You know, it smells old. I'm not really smelling a smoky smell. Where's Dagny when I need her? I think I might do that for 19. I feel like there are sections of the quilt that could be cut and saved, and Paul, I felt the same way, because obviously he put a price. Look at this. Got schmutz all over my coat. He felt the same way because he stuck it out for sale. So I'm gonna try to find a home for it. Now there is another one up here. You can see this one was also involved in a fire. This one looks like a basket pattern of some sort. He's got 19 on this one as well. And there are sections of this. But, I mean, look at that. Over here you've got a big section. A lot of times people will turn these into pillows or whatnot. I think that this one is just a little too far gone. I think I am going to pass on this one and stick it back up on the shelf. Maybe in here. go. Nice and folded. A lot of people just shove all of them back up there, and it gets a little wonky and they start falling off, but I think we did all right. I'm gonna look over here and see what other quilts. Oh, this is the crazy wedding quilts we found with Dagny. Looks like a crazy quilt here with wool, a wool crazy quilt. That looks like it might be patriotic. I was just getting ready to fold this back up and I noticed that it says 1916 on it. DC 1916. So this quilt has been around for 100 years. Very neat. Alright, so as I was walking by, I happened to spot this back here hiding for $14. Is that not stunning? Beautiful vase. Let's see if I can get a good grip on it with one hand. Look at that. That's beautiful for $14. I'm digging it. Definitely, I will take it. Alright, these are super neat. I love these bookends. Computer bookends, $18 retro. They are PM Craftsman, Lakeland, Florida. Those are so cool. And yes, I do remember when computers looked like this. I'm not that young. I love them. I have to have these. Cake plate. $35 on that. I've actually sold just the plate, or not the cake plate before. That's beautiful. It's $35. I feel like that's a great piece for spring, but I don't know if I'd be able to pay $35 on that. Alright. I know that in one of my last videos, I showed a Tulip lamp, and someone actually came and purchased it from Paul. He was very appreciative of that. Dachshund salt and pepper. Oh, that's adorable. $10. That's like the longest dachshund I have ever seen. I think I'll take him for 10. I've actually seen these before, and it was a little outside my price range, so I'm kind of pleased with that. Oh, the pepper comes out his butt. Isn't that funny? Here is a beautiful hat that Paul actually posted on his Facebook page. And I will link that down below for all of you. But he posted this on his Facebook page. And at first glance, I thought that it was full of pine cones. And I was like, are those pine cones? I said, no, they're feathers for all of our bird-loving friends like me. We've got some coasters here. These look to be stainless. I've talked about these before. A lot of the times I look those over to see if they are marked sterling. I happen to be walking by and noticed this guy. He is a pelican, but he looks to be like a mid-century modern looking pelican for $9. And he's marked on the bottom, Florida B. I'm not sure really what Florida B means, but I know that I love the mid-century modern look that guy's giving off. So I will take him. I'll pay for him, but I'll take him with me. Is anyone tired yet of me clarifying what I mean by that? Oh, goodness. This is the white room. That's what I call this room. This is where all the white stuff goes. I'm not really a white person, but I often come in here just to see if anything colorful has been stuck in here with the white. I do like that bird cage back there. I think that's adorable. There is a little itty bitty cardinal in the white cage. The cardinal is colorful. These have got to be the cutest little napkin rings in all the land. They are so adorable. I just don't think that I could pay $20 for the pair, but I just thought they were so cute that I had to show them. That one doesn't want to sit upright though. It's making me a little nervous that it wants to take a dive. Alright, well, I guess we will head towards the front. I think we did alright today. Let's go see what the damage is. All right, well, our total spend there was $280, $88. And I feel like we got some really good stuff. I'm feeling like the vase will pay for all of it. And I'm pretty thrilled about that. We got some other good odds and ends. The quilt, I'm really hoping that we make a little bit of money on the quilt. I'm kind of thinking I might break even on the quilt, but I'm okay with that. As long as it goes to someone who can repurpose it and appreciate it for what it is. And I think that I am going to end the video. Oh, wait. Before I end the video, let's not forget those computer bookends because those were epic. And now I'm going to end the video. I'm going to end this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see all of you tomorrow.